Number one, the power of belief. What you believe about yourself can either break you or save you. Imagine a young girl named Ella growing up in a small town where everyone had big dreams, but she didn't. Every day, she watched her classmates shine while she stayed in the background, quietly telling herself she wasn't as good as they were. She wasn't the best athlete, the smartest in the room, or the one who got the most attention. In her mind, she had already lost before she even tried. One day, a teacher, one of the few who saw something in Ella, pulled her aside and said, I see potential in you, but you have to believe it too. Ella had never really thought of herself that way. She'd always thought she was destined to fade into the background. But that moment sparked something inside her. What if she could be more? What if the voice inside her head was wrong? It wasn't easy. It took months of battling her own doubt. But Ella slowly began to build new belief about herself. She realized that success wasn't about the best from the start. It was about never giving up, no matter how hard it got. Eventually, Ella became the first in her family to graduate college, proving that it's not where you start, but where you believe you can go that truly matters. The message is belief is the root of all achievement. It's the force that propels you forward even when things seem impossible. If you believe in your own potential, you'll keep going even when others doubt you and even when you doubt yourself. And the solution for that is reframe your thought. When you hear a negative thought, flip it around. If you think I'm not good enough, remind yourself I am worthy of success and I have the power to create the life I want. Guard your mind. The world can be full of negativity, but you don't have to let it in. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who see the best in you, and media that uplift rather than drags you down. Small wins lead to big victories. Start by setting small goals, goals you know are achievable. When you accomplish this, you believe in yourself grows. And try to do daily affirmation like spend 5 minutes every morning standing in front of the mirror and repeating positive affirmation over time. You start believing them. Dreams don't work unless you do. A woman named Maya had a dream. She wanted to run her own bakery, but she was stuck in a job she hated. She had no time, no money, and no business experience. But she also had a burning desire to make her dream reality. She thought to herself, if I wait for the perfect moment, I'll never do it. So, Maya started baking cookies after work, selling them to friends and coworkers. It wasn't glamorous and it wasn't easy. She was tired, stressed, and sometimes thought about quitting. But every time she talked of her dream, she reminded herself, I am the only one who can make this happen. Over the next year, Maya's small cookie business grew. She learned about the baking industry, took a few online courses, and saved money to open her first store. Today, Maya is the proud owner of successful bakery, and she credits her success to the one decision she made to take action, no matter how small. The message from this story is action is the bridge between dreams and reality. You don't need to know everything before you begin. You just need to take the first step. Action creates momentum, and momentum keeps you moving forward. And the solution is start where you are. You don't need to have everything figured out. Take one small step every day today, even if it feels like insignificant. If you want to be healthier, take 15-minute walk. Want to write a book? Write one page. Get comfortable with discomfort. Action often involves discomfort. It's about pushing through the fear, the uncertainty, and the resistance. When you act, you build confidence, and resilience, and that makes taking the next step easier. Create a routine. Successful people don't wait for inspiration, they create a habit that propel them forward. Dedicate a certain amount of time each day to work on your goals, even when you don't feel like it. Do the 30 days challenge. Pick one goal, anything you've been putting off, and break it down into small actionable steps. Commit to taking one step each day for the next 30 days. At the end of 30 days, you'll be feel amazed at how far you come. Resilience and overcoming failure. The pain you carry today will be the strength you lean on tomorrow. There was a young man named Alex who dreamed of becoming a professional football player. He trained relentlessly, pushed his body to the limit, and believed with every ounce of his being that he would make it. But on the eve of his biggest game, Alex tore his ACL. The doctor says he'd never play football again. Alex fell into deep despair. The dream he had worked for so long was over just like that. For months, he struggled with feelings of failure and hopelessness, but one night, Alex sat down with his coach. Said, the most successful athletes don't just play the game, they teach others how to play it. You can still make a difference. That conversation changed Alex's perspective. Instead of wallowing in defeat, he began to look for new ways to stay involved in the sport he loved. Alex shifted his focus to coaching, and soon he became one of the most successful youth coaches in his area. He's now able to impact hundreds of young athletes, teaching them not just about football, but about resilience and the importance of overcoming adversity. His injury didn't define him, it redirected him. The message here: failure is not final. In fact, it's often the starting point of your greatest success. Your setback can become the fuel that drives your comeback. The solution is embrace your struggle. Your pain is not a weakness, it's a strength. What you've overcome will help someone else along their journey. Develop resilience. Resilience isn't built in moments of success, it's built in moments of struggle. Every time you get knocked down and rise again, you're building the muscles of resilience. Failure is a lesson, not a definition. Don't let failure label you. Let it teach you. Every failure carries a wisdom if you're willing to look for it. The failure reflection. Think about a major setback or a failure you've experienced. Write it down. Now, write about the lesson you learned from that experience. How has that made you stronger? Building confidence and self-love. You can't fight the world if you're at war with yourself. Samantha had always been hard on herself. She saw every flaw, every imperfection, and focused only on what she wasn't. She believed that if she were only just thinner, prettier, or more successful, then she would finally be worthy of love and respect. But one day, her daughter came up to her and said, "Mom, you're perfect just the way you are." Samantha's heart sank because she realized that her daughter was growing up learning to criticize herself in the same way she did. That moment was a wake-up call. Samantha began to work on her self-love. She started with small acts of kindness to herself, speaking positively about her appearance, forgiving herself for past mistakes, and celebrating her small victories. Over time, her confidence grew, and she realized that self-love wasn't about being perfect. It was about accepting yourself completely, flaws and all. The message here: true confidence comes from within. You cannot pour from an empty cup. When you learn to love and accept yourself, the world will reflect that love back to you. Practice self-compassion. Start by forgiving yourself for past mistakes. Talk to yourself as you would a friend, gently and with understanding. Celebrate small wins. Confidence is built on small victories. Whether it's completing a task or simply getting through a tough day, celebrate your achievements. Shift the focus, stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your unique strengths and abilities. You are enough just as you are. Self love exercise. Every night before bed, write down 3 things you love about yourself. This can be physical traits, action you've taken, or ways you've helped others. Each day, add to the list and reflect on how much you've grown. Leaving a legacy. Like your pen has a purpose, it can light the way for others. Naomi had always struggled with her personal challenges. Growing up in a rough neighborhood, she faced constant adversity, financial struggles, family issues, and emotional pain. But Naomi knew that she didn't want to be defined by her circumstances. She realized that every hardship she endured had taught her a lesson that could help others avoid the same pitfalls. Instead of letting the weight of her past hold her down, Naomi decided to use as a fuel to inspire change. She began volunteering at local youth center, sharing her story with young people who face similar challenges. At first, she doubted whether her words would matter, but one day, a young girl approached her and said, "Because of you, I believe I can do more in my life." That moment changed everything for Naomi. She saw her pain had her purpose, her struggle source of strength for others. Today, Naomi runs her own nonprofit helping countless young people break free from cycles of hardship and build a brighter future. Her legacy is not defined by her struggle, but by now she turned them into a stepping stone for others. And the message here, your story is your superpower. No matter how difficult your journey has been, it holds the potential to inspire and uplift others. Leaving a legacy isn't about perfection or fame. It's about using your life to make difference in the lives of others. And the solution here, number one, find a purpose in pain. Reflect on the challenges you face and think about how they've shaped you. How can you use those lessons to guide or inspire others? Number two, be a role model. The way you live your life can influence others more than you realize. Show courage, kindness, and perseverance. Number three, take action. Legacy is built through consistent actions. Volunteer, mentor, or create something that leaves a positive impact on the world. And things you can do from this is write a letter to yourself or someone you care about, outlining the lesson you've learned from your journey and the impact you hope to have on the world. Revisit this letter whenever you feel lost or unmotivated. Is a reminder of your purpose. And the conclusion is embracing the limitless you. At the heart of your journey lies a profound truth. You are limitless. The road may be hard, filled with obstacles and doubt, but with you is the power to rise, to overcome, and to shine. Each hour of this journey has taught you a critical lesson. 1. Believe in yourself because belief is the foundation of all change. 2. Take action because dreams are nothing without effort. 3. Embrace resilience because failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone. 4. Love yourself because you cannot pour from an empty cup. 5. Leave a legacy because your life has the power to inspire others. The limitless you is not a destination but a mindset. It's the willingness to keep moving forward, to keep growing, and keep believing that your best days are always ahead. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am enough. I am strong. I am limitless. And remember, the world is waiting for the unique light only you can bring.